some more ASMR work with you. Apologies in advance for that session that I wasn't able to attend. Something happened and I wasn't able to do it, and I feel terrible that I wasn't able to visit with you guys. But I'm back. I'm back and ready to cartoon with you guys. So I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, my name is Mo. I'm an illustrator, and I've been illustrating and cartooning since I was 5, and that there is a long time. So, okay, I've got my things. I've got this, and I'll go ahead. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'll leave them. Leave them on the bed where they belong. I've got my pad. I've got my marker. And I've got my this has my comic strip, I think. Let me see. It's here somewhere. My cow chokes. Everything is updated, you guys. Everything is current. So just an FYI giving you. Okay, so what's going on in the comic strip is the sea levels are rising, you guys. And so I'm going to read a little bit of the blurbs here. So we have a problem, generals. Mama's telling the generals that the ocean levels are rising. So she's talking to the bosses. She says, we have a problem, generals. The water level is rising at peak speed. This is just a narrative. The fish people are not to blame for the alert. The space junk orbiting the Earth, unfortunately, has gotten out of hand. And the sun are warming the planet's natural process of protecting itself. That's what Tracker Cow is. So, Tracker Cow is just talking to these guys. So Tracker Cow, you'll need to get the gang together and have a safety meeting. Yeah, this is just narrative. So Commander Cow, this is your mission. You got to get rid of all the space junk. So that's his mission. Now they have to have a safety meeting, guys. Okay, and away we go. Guys, let me go ahead and put this up here. Get my cartooning stuff ready. I have to give you guys kind of a heads up as to what's going on in the comic strip, unless you're reading it. You don't need to, I'm just saying. Okay, this is nice and close to me, so I got my glasses. So I'm drawing a picture of Frank and Herb. Okay, general. Okay. Okay. They're talking to their crew. So if you guys are following me, what happened was when the fish people were trying to take Rooster's bus, they snuck in and they left their babies behind. And so Frank and Herb told Bill, you're going to have to take care of these babies. We'll use them for us. So Frank and Herb have a plan. I actually have no idea what their plan is, you guys, because I'm making this up as I go. I guess that's what cartoonists do, though, you guys. Make up little stories in our heads. You know? I hope you guys can see this okay. Can I move this up a little bit more? So I hope that's better for you guys. Let me see. Am I going the right way? I think so. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm going the right way, you guys. This is our little cheek Lolas. I'm so sorry for missing my meeting today, you guys, your session. Truth be told, I was exhausted, and what happened was I just nodded. It's like, that doesn't happen to me very often. I'm telling you. I was so, I looked at the clock and I thought, oh no. And I had the alarm on everything, guys. I don't know. I must have really been tired because I don't normally sleep through alarms, that's for sure. Okay, I changed Chuck's arms. I gave him Popeye arms. And the reason why I'm not being too careful with the other panels that I illustrated was because I was thinking about character development, and I was still fixated with what their uniforms were going to look like. Okay, Phil, Paula, Chuck, Rooster. Who am I missing? I'm missing Jeremiah. I have Jeremiah is part of their gang. He makes things disappear, you guys. He's a gobbler. Rooster's the driver of the bus. The space bus. Okay. He's got a goatee because he's very cool. Jeremiah is very kicked back. There. They have to have their little capes. There. Chucky has to have his cape. Let's see. Put his cape here. She gets her little cape, and he's got his little cape there. Okay. Okay, they're having a safety meeting, you guys. That's what's going on. So, let's see. I need to start shading this in colors. You guys, I have been using blue pencil to do my outlines, penciling the characters, because blue doesn't show up on the scanner when you scan these things and print them. I learned that a long time ago in college. If you're going to print something, outline it in blue. That's my nugget for the day, guys. You guys, I can't believe I fell asleep. That's my bad. I like to be punctual. I always have, you know, had that attribute or lived with that, you know, the mindset of if you say you're going to be somewhere, by golly, you're going to be there. And that just plain is irksome for me. So anyway, okay, I'm done. I'm done going on ranting. So these guys are having a meeting, and Frank and Herb are telling them, you guys are doing a bang up job, but you know what? You got to do something about the space junk now. Because that space junk is warming the planet. So Professor Hogg is formulating. See, he was going to get rid of pollution. And what was I thinking? Here's. So he got a big fan and he got a big spider web, and so that kind of gave him an idea because he was working on air pollution. So he was working on the notion that you could get a big fan and make a huge spider web and then just get rid of all that pollution. And then the sea level comes along and starts rising, and Frank and Herb are saying it's because of the dang space junk. And so they were working. So I think I'm going to make that a source of, I don't know, ideas or a concept of what these guys need to do with this plan to get that space junk out of orbit. And they're heroes, you guys. They can do anything. You can do anything in cartoon land, you guys. So I'm thinking Chuck, because he's the big guy. He can grab a big old net or something, like a magnet made out of magnets, and then just fly around with this net. Fly around with the net and scoop up all that dang space junk. Something like that. So you guys, I'm going to move to Henderson thinking I am looking for, and I've lived in this town for a good many years, and when back in the day when I was a substitute, I fell in love with one of these little elementary schools in Henderson, and I'm telling you, I'd give my eye teeth to teach there. But that didn't happen, so I'm sticking with door 2, Alex. It's a nice school in Henderson, and I'm really excited to start doing my thing with kids again. Really excited, you guys. Okay, we gotta get some horns for these guys. What am I missing? Horns. Of course. This thing. Horns. Who gets horns? Except for veal. Let's see here. I think this is their color. Doggone it. I need to mark these things, I'm guessing. Probably. It's alright, you guys. I got somebody to print these books out, and so when they come out in hard copy, the hard copies will be available. Right now, I'm just coming up with content to put in the comic books. I'm really excited about it too, you guys. I'm just very, very excited about it. I'm having a fun time with these comic books, you guys. Let me see here. Okay, almost done. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot their little capes. These two critters on the end. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. There's your capes. Okay. And Lola. I gotta do something with your eyes. She looks like a zombie. There. There you go, sweetie. And here's your little friends here. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got a good one. This guy's brand new, guys. I love brand new Sharpies, you guys. So satisfying. I don't know. I'm gonna have to turn on the light pretty soon, guys. Here, let me turn the light on real quick. There we go. Much better. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry for putting a pause in that. My chit chat with you guys. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are cool people. You're a little bit of all right in my book, guys. Seriously. Give them noses so they can breathe. Okay, there. Yeah. They're having a company meeting, and while Black Sheep Dude and Professor Hogg, they're working on air pollution. But they're in the lab. They're in the science lab. And they're in the old science lab, and they're preparing to move their stuff into the new building. So they're getting ready to split and move to a new pad, the new and improved pad. Okay, guys, this is my stuff. Here's the storyboard. Here's the storyboard. I hope you can see that. Here's the storyboard, and here be the panel. And I'm going to upload that and put it in my sacred comic book. I shouldn't call it a comic book. It is a comic book, but it's going to serve a few purposes. And once I get the hard copies, I'll let you guys know. I think I did talk about what they were going to be, the comic books. Literature that you can take into the restroom. That's what they're going to be. Okay, guys, so this is what's going on. So here's my storyboard. And so building. Oh, Black Sheep Dude is in charge of the construction part. Okay. And Professor Hog, he's kind of the brains. He's the one that's inventing all the cool ideas to help the planet survive. So that's what's going on now. So they're going to have a little talk. Him and Black. We'll call him. What did I call him? I think I called him. Did I call him Agent? I can't remember if I gave him a title. I cannot remember, you guys. See, I'm getting better at those straight lines, guys. And he's got a purple lab jacket. Okay, so what is it looking like? Did I give? No. Okay, so Black Sheep Dude is here. Okay, and he's kind of giving him the heads up. Let me see. He's a white sheep, but when I put him into when I finally decide to create the PDFs for these, I'm gonna take them into Photoshop before I do, guys. Okay, there. Just saying. There you go. So, okay, now let me see. Okay, let me see. This works. So what I'll do is I'll just make an outline around him and then match the color in Photoshop and then just take it around and make it look like it. I meant to put it there, his color. It reminds me of Pigpen. Pigpen was a messy kiddo. Okay, this is Pig. I call him Hog. Sorry, my bad. It's been one of those days. But you guys, you know what? I probably wouldn't have been any good. And I decided to do the moon meeting. I'm so tired, you guys. I didn't realize how tired I was. When I woke up, I wasn't tired anymore. I wasn't tired anymore. And my brain was, all the cobwebs had gone. They took off, man. You know, I think a successful ASMR session happens when you're able to deliver the product appropriately. And jeepers, guys, I was so tired. Okay, I'm kidding you. I don't think I would have been good at my job if I had to stay awake. thought. This is it. This is it. I like these markers, you guys. They cover a lot of territory. And you guys, thanks again for hanging out with me and visiting with me. I tell you what, you guys are rock stars in my book. Nothing like hanging out with like-minded people. Seriously. And just chilling out. I was telling somebody the other day, this is about the chillest. This station, this channel is very chill. We're all friends here. Trying to be anyway. I like chatting with cartoonists, people who like cartooning. That just makes my day, guys. You know what? I have a Patreon channel. I think I want to start a community channel or page on my Patreon channel and let people display their work and network. I mean, why not, you guys? I don't know if that's, I guess I haven't really had a chance to look deeper into that notion, but I had it was up in my head, the idea of having folks share with their work. So, I don't know, just thinking out loud, guys. Anyway, so, all right, so Hog, let me see, did he say, when is the building, oh, is it, no, okay, trying to figure out who's talking. Okay, Black Sheep Dude is talking. He says, building is ready to move in now. And Hog's going, cool, let's get it done. And then the next panel is Black Sheep Dude. He's showing everyone where the exits are, the emergency exits. Here's where the exits are. I'm not foreshadowing at all. Not. I am foreshadowing. So Black Sheep Dude is going to show him where the exits are, the emergency exits in the new building. Hope that makes sense to you guys. I'm hoping. Here's one. AI. Here's two. One of these days I'm going to learn how to do lettering. I can do lettering, you guys, but I'd rather have it be uniform. Have them look the same. I used to be able to, when I was like doing this daily, on a daily basis, my lettering used to be pretty good, if I do say so. Okay. Black Sheep Dude. Okay. So they have emergency exits. I made this foot too long. That's okay. Okay, emergency exits. Let me see. And here is your emergency. That's your emergency tunnel. I'll make it a tunnel or some kind of something. Here's the top. There. Okay. Okay, I can make this foot a little bit smaller. So that's an exit and that's an exit. And oh, it's okay. I'm gonna leave it. Less is more sometimes, you guys. Seriously. Less can be more. So just saying. Just saying, you guys. So magic wand, if you're taking your image into Photoshop and you use a magic wand, you can use a dauber tool, and that will create the same color. I think it's called a dauber. And it will produce this exact same color. The object that you want to color in. There. Okay. Let's see here. You guys, I can't get that stupid song out of my brain. I'm telling you. I did a short the other day, and this song, I'm telling you, I can't get it out of my head. Silly me. Yep, I don't know. Okay, you know what? Life is short. Lick the spoon. I'm just gonna do it. Here's it. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me reach for my other marker. Oops, sorry. Might not be there. Is this it? Yes, it is. I found it. I found it. Okay. Exit. I gotta start being brave, you guys. That's all there is to it. There. My little ego has got the best of me. So if you can't do it perfect on live stream, then you're just a big old loser. And it's like, no, I'm not. I'm just being silly. But I have to learn how to do it eventually. Like I said, I used to be able to do text and stuff like that, and the fonts that I needed. So, I'm just out of practice, you guys. That's all. That's all I am. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, we've got a couple more panels to go, guys. And I know this is very dull, but I don't know what to add onto it right now. I'm gonna add some more stuff onto it. I'll go ahead and show you what. Okay, so here's your storyboard. Where's my finger right here? Okay, here's your storyboard. And here's your panel. Okay, and now the next panel is the cloaking device. And so it's just a big old button. So this is the cloaking device. Sorry about the reflection, you guys. So I got that. Do it this way. Okay. Ancient black sheep, dude. So he was the brains behind the concern. He was kind of like the foreman when the new building was getting built. So he knows where all the gadgets are, you guys. Okay, and he's got his little mitt right here close. Okay, and his other hand is behind him. Okay. All right, this is a huge cloaking button, you guys. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Okay. Oh, sure, why not? Okay. 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 Okay, here's another little computer over here. Oh, you know what? There's a robot too, you guys. Spacebot. I gotta put him in here somewhere. Oh, you know what? I know. I know. Just gotta brainstorm, guys. Here's the spaceship. Okay. So this is what's gonna happen. I just realized that there's other things that I need to add. Okay, I'm on the fence about this, but what I was thinking was he's going to press that button, but I hope you guys, if you're reading the comic strip, there's another button that needs to be pressed in order to bring out Spacebot. So I'm wondering, new construction, it happens a lot. They might have put in the wrong label on the wrong button. So I'm thinking, okay, so he's going to press that button, and I'm just going to do some impromptu stuff here, guys. So he's going to press that button. He says, and this is the button to the cloaking device. And the cloaking device is, it's going to put an invisible cover over the Mission Control Center, and no one will be able to see it. Humans won't be able to see it. Especially Sheriff Floyd. He won't be able to see it. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to do 2 more panels, you guys. I'm going to do 2 more panels. This one. Hang on. Got it on because this is how I roll. Let me go ahead and color this stuff in for you. Oh, I got an idea. I just had a brainstorm, you guys. Every once in a while. Every once in a while. Okay. Okay. He thinks. He thinks he's pressing that the cloaking device. Guess I should give him a tail too. I'm not gonna do that until later though. Okay, you're in a spaceship, so not very fancy, you guys. Okay, now this is my thought. Cloaking device. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if I'm going to give him a name. I'm calling him Spacebot for now. Okay. Okay, Spacebot. Little kids. Okay, now we'll do. He's going, huh? What happened? Okay. Okay. Boom. He be appearing from out of nowhere, from the spaceship. So they built him into the system. He's part of the spaceship. So something happened, guys. Something happened in translations, because that button was supposed to be a cloaking device. Ain't a cloaking device, guys. Call Bobby. Did I call him Bobby? I guess I can call him Bobby the Robot. Bobby the Robot sounds like a good name, so I'm gonna call him Bobby the Robot. There, it's settled. Let me see, I need a red, and I need a green. Let me see, let me get back here, guys. A green one and a red one, one for each eye. A stop and a go. There's a go. There's a stop. Okay, and then gosh, you guys, I gotta put some color in this thing. These are so blasé. some kind of coloring. You know what though? In this platform that I'm using, this program, this Firefly, it can change the color of the background. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, that's my thought. So, okay, impromptu. So that button didn't do a darn bit of good. That produced a robot. So the next thing is Frank and Herb are having a talk with one another, saying, yeah, still needs some work. Just like bosses, right? Isn't it the truth, though? I mean, because I've been a teacher for a good many years, and my lessons are pretty much spot on. I kind of know what to do when I'm teaching, but when my principal came in to observe my bosses, it's like if it could go wrong, it probably would. A lot of times it did. Sometimes the lessons were super awesome, but sometimes they weren't. And I was fortunate enough to have an admin that believed in, mulligans. Very, very supportive. But what I'm saying is, he was showing, Black Sheep Dude was showing Frank and Herb the cloaking device, and all of a sudden the robot comes out of the woodwork, or out of the spaceship, wherever they stored him at. Okay, so this is mission control center. Hope that makes sense, you guys. I hope that makes sense. This is the space center. It's big, but the animals got it done in no time because they're superheroes. And you guys, you know how much I like doing this. There is your space center. This is the window. You guys remember Star Trek with William Shatner, Captain Kirk? Well, he was the captain of the Enterprise, so let me see. That's not the So that was a good. That didn't run for very long, but it sure turned into a cult classic. You have Trekkies, people, I mean, it has just evolved into something huge. His sister went to a convention a long time ago. This is back in probably in the 60s, maybe? Okay. Let's see here. Let's you need bubbles, right? So there you go. It's so funny how people talk about space and UFOs and things like that. My late husband was convinced that some of these beings that we come across, could be time travelers, and that, could happen. anything can happen. You never know. Gosh, you guys. You just never know. But that was his theory. He thought that these aliens that people see are coming from a different time. And Albert Einstein sure was onto something. My opinion only, but I think he was onto something. Hell, you can bend water. Why couldn't you bend time? I'm just saying. That's all. I'm just saying. I go spouting out on tangents, and I talk about. I'm like my husband. Talk about stuff that just. Yeah, I can go on. An hour later, I'm still talking about the same thing. Probably why I have that song in my head still. I can't get that song out of my head, you guys. Okay. All right, so we added another element to the script, you guys. Because it just occurred to me that you can add more content to the script. In my little pea brain mind, it's pretty tiny. So these are my pages. Okay, this is them, and this is Professor. This is Black Sheep Dude, Agent Black Sheep Dude, and then he's pressing the button, the cloaking button. He thinks it's a cloaking button, and then all of a sudden, okay, this is it, guys. All right, let me go ahead and pull this back a little bit from you guys. Hey, thanks again for joining me. I appreciate it, you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. My crew. All right, this is what's going on. Company meeting. They're talking about the new building because they got to build a new building because the old building is compromised. So here's your company meeting, and then they're asking them, so when is the ETA? When is the building going to be ready? And Black Sheep Dude is saying, Agent Black Sheep Dude is saying now. So he's going now. And then they say, okay, so they proceed to take a tour of the new building, and they get to the emergency exits. Foreshadowing, guys. Black Sheep Dude is showing him where the exits are. These are emergency exits, so he's showing them. And then he goes, and this is the cloaking button. This is the cloaking device. You press this, and the whole building becomes invisible to the human eye. So he thinks he's going to press that button, but this is what happens. Bobby the robot shows up. He says, oh, because if you guys are following the comic strip, and I hope you are, you don't have to, but anyway, so if you're following the comic strip, the only way that he can get out or come back to become part of a team is he's built into the space of the mission control center, and so he's kind of like a transformer. He's part of the wall, and if you press the button, he'll emerge from the wall. The robot transform into a robot. So Black Sheep Dude pressed these guys are saying, they were going to say, wow, good job, guys, and say. So they're talking to one another, saying we're going to have to work out some bugs. So that is the end of the comic strip. That is the end of my tale. So you guys, thanks again for coming and hanging out with me. I so appreciate you guys. I can't tell you. You have so much fun. And if you guys, if you're interested in just hanging out and coloring and doing some silly stuff, I'm going to start doing art lessons in September, and it's not so much just art lessons, just so basics, the fundamentals of art and illustration. And I've been cartooning since I was a kid, so I know just fun little nuggets that you guys would love to hear about while the sessions are being produced. So that being said, I'll get into that later on, you guys, as soon as the forms are ready and the Zoom room is ready. I'll kind of delve into more of the details of art school. So I am going to leave you at that. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and hopefully we'll get you on my next video. Take care, you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Namaste.